Today kicks off our Tokay Gecko breeding season 2022. But before we go ahead and pair all these Tokay Geckos, we've got to do one more thing, and that's going to be actually weighing the Tokay gals, making sure they are the proper weight to breed. I mean, weighing Tokay Geckos, what could possibly go wrong? All right on the thumb! Now, although weighing Tokay Gecko sounds like a pretty daunting task, I mean, you can barely hold these things, let alone getting them on a scale and seeing how much they weigh. However, my friend Alejandro gave me some great tips and advice that we are going to be utilizing right now, and really, you only need two things. Now, the first thing you are going to be needing is, of course, a cup and a lid. Personally, for me, I like using ones that are a little bit taller, makes it a little bit more easier for the gecko to get into and stay into. Using something of those small ones like I use for the crested gecko babies is going to make for a little bit more difficulty getting that gecko in. But something like this, one of these tall boys, are going to be able to get in, stay in, you cap the lid, and you're really good to go. And then it wouldn't be weighing out Tokay Geckos if you didn't have a scale. Personally, for me, I'm using this one right here. I can't really remember what it's called. However, really just any of your general kitchen scales that weigh from the 10th of the gram is the best one to use. This one usually utilizes for crested gecko babies. However, today we are going to be utilizing this for Tokay Geckos. The really easy part in utilizing this, all you're going to be doing is turning your scale on just like that right here, and then we are going to take our nice little cup with the lid and put it on the scale. This way we know how much this cup actually weighs, and what we're going to do then is put the Tokay Gecko inside of the cup, weigh it, that way you know the cup weighs X amount of grams. In this case, let's take a look right here, 3.1 grams. We can minus that from the total weight of the Tokay Gecko and get an accurate weight of the animal itself. Alright, I guess it's time for the hard part now, and it's actually getting the Tokay Gecko out into the cup. So, let's get it started. This girl is actually in a very great spot, so this shouldn't be too difficult. Just go right on in. Oh, oh. Easy, girl. Oh. 1, 2. Now, of course, when having the proper hold on the gecko is going to make all that difference. Personally, for me, I like the little hold right here. You're doing one right here on top of the head, and then putting your finger right across the neck. Now, remember, we are not applying any pressure to this animal whatsoever. We are simply doing this as a restraint hold to make sure those big jaws right here don't clomp down on any of our fingers. Alrighty, little girl, let's get you on into this cup. Now, it should be this easy. You just gotta put the cup in, put the gecko in, get the cup slided. Yep. Oh, perfect. Absolutely perfect. That's absolutely what we wanted. That was pretty easy. Then looking at the scale right here, it looks like we are exactly where we want to be. Today's reading around 84 point something. Now minus of course that 3.1 for the weight of the cup. And we are somewhere around 80 grams, which is absolutely the perfect weight I want to see for a gal before she starts breeding. Now when it comes to the breeding weight of Tokay Geckos, you're going to want anywhere from the high 70s to 80s is the go-to. Anything less, anywhere around that 60 to low 70s, I honestly would wait just a little bit longer for that girl to get a little bit bigger. It's definitely going to help you out in the long run. You're not going to have a problem with girls crashing, not having enough fat to lay those eggs, competing with the male for food, anything like that. All you're gonna have is a nice, healthy girl and a really easy egg season. That girl put up a little bit more of a fight than I first saw, and the enclosure got a little bit ruined. So let's say we fix this bad boy up, put her back, and keep going with weighing these geckos. Tokay setups, you know, one of the biggest issues I have with glass enclosures like this are getting things to stick right in order for the arboreal geckos such as Tokays. Now, we have, you see, a bunch of cork bark and cork tubes that we utilize. However, it's really hard getting that arboreal space, you know, utilizing the full potential of the height this enclosure is offered. However, there's a company I want to show you guys to actually fix that problem. Now, Geckopia actually made a product that is absolutely fantastic for getting that arboreal space out of your enclosures with utilizing something like this. This is simply going to be a cut and paste structure that you're going to fit right inside the enclosure, and by the sides it's going to be able to hold by using by the walls. No more do you have stuff falling over, trampling over that you just have to clean up as soon as you try to get the gecko out and it runs away. This bad boy is going to stay there and be there for the life that you put inside that enclosure. Now you guys are... Excuse me? Fortunately for my case, my rabbits happened to get into this spot before I was able to reach them and did a little bit of chewing, unfortunately. Now, I just want to rest assured the product is not going to look like this. It's the rabbits that made the mess that this thing is right now. Those bunnies. Sir, I just have one question for you. You mind explaining what happened here? Yeah? You mind explaining what happened with that? Sir? We're gonna need some answers. What's going on? Why'd you do it? Why'd you do it? Now this is going to be a very simple tool to use. All you're going to need to do it is set it to the width of the tank. If it's a little long, like in my case, you're just going to want to make a slight cut, put it on the enclosure, and you are good to go. Once again, Geckopia, we are going to have that link right down there in the description. Thank you so much for sending me these products. I'm sorry my rabbit got to it before I did. Now I think this girl's been through enough. We got her enclosure looking good again, and she's getting a little stressed out, as you can see. So what do you say we put her back up, and then we keep going with these gecko weights? Ah, damn it. Whoa! After getting a nice poop right on my shirt, we can now take a look at Oddball. Of course, Oddball being our unidentified Tokay morph, fired down, you see a very, very dark gecko. Fire it up, you get almost this steel blue color with these gold speckles going on. A very interesting Tokay gecko. Absolutely magnificent. As you can see, she's gained quite a bit of size since last year when we first paired her. One clutch of eggs so far from last year. Let's see if we can do a little bit better this year. We want a couple more eggs from our little Oddball girl. But, of course, before we pair Oddball, we're going to have to get a good weight for her and make sure that she is ready to breed. Come on, Oddball. Oh my god. Alright, she's staying a little bit still. So judging by this weight right here, Oddball is actually just over 88 grams. Absolutely fantastic. A great weight that we want to see. And hey, we got to check out Oddball a little bit up close and personal before we pair her. Just take a look at that gecko. Absolutely fantastic. Of course, we'll be talking about the pairing in next episode, but we've got some exciting mail for this gal, and hopefully, fingers crossed, 2022, some amazing babies to go with it. Okie dokie, folks, and now that we got a good weight on Oddball, we only have one more Tokay to weigh before we get into breeding, and that brings us to the last female for the day. I guess she doesn't want to come out. Finally. Alright, time to get that last gecko. Alright, come on now, little... Oh my god, you are a little demon. Ooh. Ooh. All right on the thumb. Oh, she's got me right on the tip right there. If you can see, just wasn't fast enough. Oh boy, oh man. Oh, this is absolutely the feistiest gecko in my collection now. You know, I thought I was gonna get through this with 0 bites, just a couple of nicks, but yeah, she's got me good right under the nail too. It's it doesn't feel too good. I can say that right now. Hopefully we can get her off, cause yeah, this isn't feeling good. Oh. Okay, here is a quick tip for you guys. If you guys have a Tokay that's latched onto you like this, the best thing to do is actually to just let the gecko come off of you. Make it feel not stressed. So right now I have this gecko in a hold. This gecko is feeling freaked out, and this is its last defense mechanism, is trying to inflict enough pain on me for it to let it go. And that's exactly what we are going to do to get this animal off of me. So what you want to do right here is just get over into the cup. We want to let the animal know that there is an escape route. Oh my god! Oh, and just like that, just like that. Woo! Woo boy! I guess we saved the best for last. That was one feisty little nip, and that really chewed up my thumb, to say the least. Let's get a quick weight on you. You better be a good size for all the trouble you've been worth. What do we got here? Exactly 80 grams, right where we want them, folks. Anything 80 and above is good to breed, and this girl's sitting around, taking away the cup size, we're looking at around 81.2. Absolutely awesome. The last gecko we are showcasing today, And with a bit of a bump, I got a little bit of a chewed up thumb right now, but hey, it's all okay. And there you have it, folks, weighing some Tokay Geckos. Was it easy? Well, it was pretty easy up until the end. So in this case, we saved the best for last for you guys. If you guys finally got to see another Tokay bite, no blood this time. Luckily, I got a pretty chunky, callousy thumb, I guess, so no too much damage was done on there. But now we got all the Tokay Geckos weighed out. All of our girls are weighed. They got the green light, which means next episode we are going to finally be pairing the Tokay Geckos for 2022. I do have a couple more gals, however, they're not the size I want them. I'm not even going to attempt weighing them because, well, you know, thumb incident. And the fact of the matter is I know they're not up to par weight, so we're gonna give them a couple more months before attempting breeding. That's gonna be a girl down there, and then of course we've got something in here that you know, might not be a normal, maybe potentially another oddball project, but we won't talk about that right now. Maybe next time. Now, if you guys just can't wait until next episode to find out what the Tokay pairings are, make sure to join us over on Patreon, patreon.com/dbcbexotic, so you guys will be able to see behind the scenes stuff, including the Tokay pairings that we are gonna do before I showed off on YouTube. If that interests you and you want to potentially join, make sure to go down there in the link in the description below. Of course, if you guys want to see some more amazing Tokay content, we actually have this video right here taking a full tour on all of my Tokay Geckos. If that wasn't enough Tokay biting action for you, this video will definitely be of good use. As always, thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to follow us over here at DBCB Exotics. We'll see you next time, but until then, goodbye.